How did you hear about EasyDoc services?
Well, as a small Norwegian biotech company, we did have some initial promising results in terms of antiviral efficacy, but with restrained financial resources and also the team in itself is quite small, we started to look on the websites for European support. And we had some initial contacts with a few employees of some of the organizations that also have a member in Norway. So we discussed with them, and then we just tried to navigate through the various organizations like ISIDORE, ECRIN, ECRIN, and EVA, etc., to identify any opportunities.
So, which services did you apply for, and what was your experience?
So we applied for quite wide range of services. So initially we wanted to test our compound against SARS-CoV-2 in vitro, just to look and establish the efficacy. But also we needed regulatory guidance in terms of what we would need based on what we had done in the past to arrive at or be clinical stage ready for our drug product. In addition to the in vitro efficacy tests, we also wanted to move the project further towards the clinic and then advancing in vivo studies. And we did have both a prophylactic study that was conducted and also a therapeutic study on SARS-CoV-2. ECRIN supported the dialogue with ECRIN Prime, which is a platform trial that we have now gotten accepted into. So after we received support and facilitating the process into the large European platform trial called ECRIN Prime, we also received support in manufacture of the actual drug product that's going to be used in the trial, and that was substantial and invaluable help on our journey towards the clinical trial now in patients. The competencies and the expertise that lies within the different EU organization is invaluable for us. As a small company, you don't have all the expertise in-house, and as mentioned previously as well, we didn't have the financial resources either to conduct all of these studies at that point. From being preclinical and then finally to something years since the start of project, we're now finally going into the clinic. So a lot of meetings and good coordination. I have to admit that initially we struggled a bit to navigate in all the different organizations and sub-organizations, etc. But at the end, it nicely fitted all together and secured a lean process for us.
So, for your clinical trial that's being planned, can you tell us a bit more how it's going to work?
Yeah, so that process was facilitated by ECRIN. So they helped initiating the dialogue with ECRIN Prime and JAM. The ECRIN Prime is a platform trial, so they're targeting outpatients that have contracted a respiratory viral infection. So not hospitalized patients, but outpatients in the primary care setting. And what we'll do is that the main viruses, respiratory viruses that we target are COVID, RSV, and influenza. So COVID and COVID-like illnesses is the term they have used. And we aim to treat these patients quite early on in their clinical course, and we'll try to reproduce then the very promising preclinical findings that we obtained through the ISIDORE project and support in a clinical setting, meaning that we'll aim to reproduce the antiviral efficacy in the patients, but we'll also have secondary endpoints looking at median time to symptom resolution. So in other words, whether the patients will recover more quickly and if we see other benefits. The study will hopefully be initiated in Q3 this year. So hopefully we'll be in a position where we can start enrolling patients at the end of September, early October. It will be run in 5 EU countries, so that will be Spain, Ireland, Belgium, Poland, and Georgia, and approximately 10 sites, around 200 patients that will be randomized 1-to-1. So, yep, exciting times.